How y'all are? I'm glad for you to see me. I guarantee it's me, Cinnamon Smith, and I'm back with another classic wrestling review. Today's classic wrestling review is of WWF Summerslam 1999. This opens up with Jesse Ventura talking with Triple H in China about the main event, which is a triple threat match with Jesse Ventura as a guest referee. Which leads us into the first match of the night, which is Jeff Jarrett taking on D'Lo Brown, which is a dual champion going into this match. D'Lo holds both the European and Intercontinental Championships, which are both on the line. Deborah comes out with Jeff Jarrett just to have him make her go to the back. They see her talking to D'Lo in the back. She comes out with D'Lo. Uh, Jeff Jarrett ends up winning the championship, both European and Intercontinental Championship, off of D'Lo. Next up is an Edge and Christian interview about the tag team turmoil match for a title shot on Raw the following night, which leads us right into that match. It's Edge and Christian on the first team. They go up against the Hardys. Basically, when one team gets a pinfall, the next team comes in immediately in until all teams are eliminated. Edge and Christian end up defeating the Hardy Boys, which, of course, great start because we all know how that good the Hardys and Edge and Christian were back in the day. Draws and Prince Albert, which went by Albert, Tensai, or whatever else, end up coming down and get Edge and Christian end up pinning them. Uh, that then comes down the Acolytes, also known as the APA, which they make quick work at Edge of Christian, which brings in the Hollies, Hardcore and Crash, which, of course, APA beats them. After the match, Crash and Hardcore are arguing. Uh, the next segment is the Road Dog segment where just basically says, I want, regardless of who wins the hardcore championship match, I want title shot tomorrow on Raw. Chris Jericho shows up and talks his crap because this was his first WWF pay per view debut, which leads into the hardcore match, which Road Dog does play by play and just takes a mic and follows him around the arena. When they went outside it across the street into bar, it was Al Snow and Big Boss Man. At this time, Al Snow had pepper and not head, and this is right before the whole pepper steak thing, I believe. Al Snow ends up getting the victory. Uh, then we have a Mankind and Jesse Ventura segment, uh, followed by women's title match. Ivory defeats Tori, which I honestly, didn't care about this match. You know, I wasn't an Ivory fan or a Tory fan. I'm taking nothing away from their credibility or anything. I just wasn't a fan of either of them. Uh, which follows up by the Lions Den match, which is between Ken Shamrock and Steve Blackman, which basically is just a Lions Den with weapons. They can climb up and grab weapons. Of course, Ken Shamrock wins because that was his background. Then we have the Jesse Ventura and Stone Cold interview, followed by the Kiss My Ass match between The Rock and Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn says, "Hey, Rocky gonna kiss my ass. He's gonna kiss this person's ass," which is a heavy set woman. Which she ends up wrong in the ring. It looks like Rock's face is gonna go into it. He counters and puts Billy's face in her butt and ends up getting the victory. Uh, next up is like the Greenwich Street fight between Shane McMahon and Test, which is just a hardcore match. If Shane wins, Test can't date Stephanie. If Shane loses, he has to put out Stephanie's and Tess' relationship, which of course Tess wins. At this point, it felt like more of a gimmick match night than anything else, which ends up leading us into the tag team title match between Undertaker and Big Show versus X Pac and Kane. X Pac and Kane, I believe, were the champions, but Big Show and Undertaker walked out after they ended up defeating uh, uh, the Undertaker and Kane. Uh, then we have the main event of the evening, the triple threat match for the WWF Heavyweight Championship, with special guest referee Jesse Ventura. It's Mankind, Triple H, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. What a main event. I actually remember this event because I actually wanted to see it, but I couldn't because it was on during the first week I had my first job, which was at County Carnival. The ones where, they come in a night and set everything up and leave in a night, close and leave in a night, and, all the rides and everything are gone, so I wasn't able to watch it. I actually owned it on VHS. Yes, I am actually that old. Anyway, it was a good match. Triple H ends up using a weapon right in front of Ventura, which he would have counted the 3 count. Believe it or not, Mankind ends up winning the championship, and that is the SummerSlam 1999. Please make sure you spread peace and love. Until next time, I love you all.